A very good evening to class 8. Welcome back after the pandemic and assalamu alaikum and hope you all are keeping well. So let's start with your first chapter on force. So what am I going to do is I'm going to explain you the a part of it. Force is a very interesting chapter, and as you know, here आप लोग science students है. Your job is only to do observation, observe what is all around us, and you'll find force everywhere. There is nothing, no work is done without force. So let us see how are we going to do that. And आज what all I am explaining you those much types of force. There are different types of force, so we are going to discuss about those different types of forces today. And the assignment given to you has to be आपको submit करना है Durga teacher को, and Durga teacher will be giving you the marks, and I'll be doing a small assessment on Zoom on the Google Forms just to check your understanding. That's it. So today I'm going to share this topic with you all. By tomorrow, I want all the worksheets to be completed and submitted, so that day after tomorrow we can have assessment and then we can move further. So all the very best, and enjoy this chapter of force. Very interesting chapter, and I'm sure you all will love it. Uh, so there are the different components of this force which we are going to learn. So most important is we will start with the introduction part, and to know that the changes in the season, changes in the sea tides, and anything that is a moving object, sunset or the sunrise, these all, everything, there is a force behind it. There's a reason behind changes in the seasons. If you see how are this change, isn't it interesting to know that there is some force behind the sun to rise, to set? Why are the tides happening in the sea? And a moving football, how is that ball moving? So if you observe everything, you will find that there is some force behind them. So let us see what are these forces that is making all these things move and work is done. Okay. So observe this. These are the beautiful pictures that you can see, and answer to these questions are in the chapter which is given to you. And you see there are certain activities these children are doing. If you can see, some of them are running here. He's catching. Who is this cricketer? Name him. Who is catching the ball? These girls are jumping. Somebody's pushing a door. Someone is pulling it. So for all this, what is required? You require note down below, if you want to get wherever you're getting the definitions, you can stop the video and note down the definitions. So आप ये जब भी कर रहे हैं, either you kick a ball, weightlifting, flickering the net, you're pulling, pushing something, shutting down or bending down to pick, you're kicking, or pushing, lifting. Just look at the pictures. Any activity you do, you have to apply force. So nothing can move, no motion can happen without force. So ये force है क्या, and how many types of force are there? So basically force is divided into two common types. You call it a contact force and a non-contact force. Contact force, so you know it very well कि हम लोग directly we are applying, like see, you can see it in the picture कि the ball is hit by a bat. तो जब बैट से कांटेक्ट में आ रहा है बॉल, then only it's moving to a far off distance and falling down. So you call it a contact force. Whereas if you see, Newton has first observed the apple falling down on the tree. So he started thinking, why didn't it go up? वो नीचे क्यों रहा? नीचे क्यों आया? So there is a force that is pulling that apple down, and you call it a gravitational force. There is no contact, isn't it? Earth is not contacting with the apple to pull it down, nor there is any contact between apple and the earth, but it's falling down. So it is a gravitational force. And there are certain forces, like if you see this horse pulling this wagon. So two types of forces are used here, if you can see. One is the muscular force and other is the frictional force. So wheels that are moving will have a frictional force. And the horse which is carrying, pulling it. So the horse is using. So two types of forces are applied to carry on this work done. What are the work it is done. And these two types of forces are muscular force and frictional force. So give names, you have to remember. And you see the examples of the muscular forces is when you're brushing your teeth, you take bath, you bite an apple, you're writing, you're walking, you're running, whatever the activity you're doing, it requires a type of force. And that is your muscular force. And then in contact force, examples are given, like you can see that this wagon is connected to the horse and the horse is pulling it into one direction, and the wheels that are moving are also helping this wagon to move. And similarly, there are so many examples of the contact force. And frictional force, if you see, you throw a ball, you might have observed kai bar road pe, to when you are playing outside or inside the house, after moving to a certain distance, why does the ball stop? And buses, the school bus, when you're going, how is it stopping at the destination at the different places? There are so many of you are pulling cars or the autos to reach the school. So whenever it is stopping, what is that force that is helping a fast moving vehicle to stop? Think over it. And then, how does, pushing and pulling, though in opposite direction, can also help in motion, in the movement. So this type of force where, there is an equal opposite force, then you call it a frictional force. And this apple falling down on the tree is because of the gravitational force, and it's an example of a non-contact force. And we are using many things like the remote control is a very common example which you use at in the home to switch on your television or the ACs. These are all an example of non-contact forces which you are applying. It's a magnetic, and then again you have got magnetic force, electrostatic force, and gravitational force. So your non-contact forces are divided into three types. So magnetic, frictional, and gravitational. So in magnetic force, you just see how is this moving. And in electrostatic force is a very good example. You try it out at home. Comb your hair, put a small bits of papers, and then how is this repulsion or is taking place. Or you take a balloon. Yes, you can use a comb, or even with a balloon you can do, and check out that exercise. How are those papers getting attracted? So it's an example of a non-contact force. And Newton's law of gravitational force, which we are going to learn about. How did this all? Newton becomes a great scientist because he has observed. He has observed and started thinking, how is it happening? Why is an apple? Because he has not seen any type of force. Why is it falling down? And then various activities and the methods by which he had proved his theory. So we'll do these activities in the next class, but for now you have to you have to come back with the different type of forces that we are using. The major types of forces that we were talking about were the contact force and non-contact force. And then in contact force, what are the two types of contact forces we were talking about? Is muscular force and frictional force. And in non-contact force, we were talking about electric force, magnetic force, and gravitational force. So be thorough with these types of forces, try to understand, and then we'll do some interesting activities and see you back. Till then, be safe. Stay safe, be inside, use masks whenever you're going outside, and follow social distancing. Take care. Bye bye. Allah Hafiz. See you.